Hi there, Virgo, and welcome to your reading for October 15th to 31st, 2021. I want to thank you for joining me. This is going to be a general reading focusing on what is most important for you to know during this time frame. If you like these readings, please like, share, and subscribe, as well as let me know if it rings true in the comment section below. If you want to think of a question, by the time I get to the outcome card, I'll tell you if that card means yes or no. So, and if you want to hang around to the end, I will tell you how to enter for a free personal reading with me. So we're just going to get started with your reading here, Virgo. We're going to look at the present situation. Wow, that one flipped over. So we have the Three of Swords coming out. So the Three of Swords coming out is like you are, you've suffered some separation here, maybe from family, loved ones. You maybe had some disappointments coming out. We'll see what the influence of this card is as well. The other thing that we're going to do is get some clarifiers and some cards of advice near the end as well. So what is influencing this kind of heartbreak, this disappointment that you have here? Separation from family and loved ones with the Three of Swords. Let's see, this card flipped over here and we have the Nine of Hazards. So the Nine of Pentacles coming out. So this is indicating independence. So this is, this is you being independent, being on your own with the Nine of Hazards coming out. So this is being single. This is looking after your own things. Like you're just doing everything on your own here, Virgo. And, you're maybe separated from some loved ones at this time frame. So let's see what some of the past issues or the base of the situation is. Let's look at the base of this situation, Virgo. Let's look at the base of this situation. And we have the Devil. So here, you could feel a little obsessive. You could be having some, negative self-talk here, but you could be dealing with a Capricorn as well with the Devil coming out. But this is something that, this can be, to deal with addictions. This can be to do with things that you feel powerless or stuck in. You could be feeling a bit stuck, a little bit sad, missing others during this time frame. Your loved ones that you're separated from, that kind of thing. But you're just trying to gain your independence from all of that and maybe gain independence from some addictions or that type of thing that is affecting you as well here, Virgo. But how about the immediate past? What do we have here? We have the Knight of Hazards. So, you've just been doing a lot of hard work. This is like trying to avoid procrastination. This is trying to just kind of get things done and just slow and steady win the race. But it's keeping busy too with the Knight of Hazards, keeping busy on the road to get where you want financially, to have that independence and that prosperity and what you need for your future. You've just been busy working here in the immediate past. What's your overall thoughts about this situation, Virgo? We'll have a look at your overall thoughts. We'll get a card for your overall thoughts, Virgo, of this situation. Your overall thoughts for this situation. Oh gosh, we have so many coming out, but we're taking them. Wow. Oh. So you have the Six of Wands in reverse, the Six of Swords, and the Sun. So you got two sixes here, and sixes are always about they're kind of about balance and justice, about nurturing and, but about responsibility too. So, you could be feeling like, wow, you've got a lot of responsibility. That's kind of like you don't feel, maybe appreciated for all the responsibility that you're taking on, but you're kind of moving away from that. You're moving away from that with the Six of Swords here and into the Sun. Could be dealing with a Leo for some of you, but this is also, you're moving into happiness. You have a very positive attitude about moving away from this, even though maybe you feel a little bit like you have like a lot of responsibilities going on in the situation, but you're moving away from that. It's that self-defeating attitude, that negative self-talk. You're moving away from that and you're having a more positive outlook on yourself here. You're getting that more positive outlook for yourself. So let's have a look at the immediate future. What is coming up in the immediate future for you? October 15th to 31st, 2021. Let's have a look. Let me see what card comes up. I'm using the Zombie Tarot because Halloween's just right around the corner. I thought they were kind of cute. Okay, so we have the King of Wands. Lovely. Could be dealing with a fire sign, Leo, Aries, or Sag. But this King of Wands, this guy, he keeps busy. He takes action. He's a leader. He gets stuff done. He starts all kinds of things. But the thing about the King of Wands is sometimes he might not finish what he starts. But this is somebody that you could be dealing with. Like I said, we'll get some clarification cards for you too here, Virgo. How about your fears? We'll get a card for your fears. Okay, we have lots coming out here, but we're going with the ones that came on the table. We have the Page of Swords and the Knight of Swords. So in your fears, it's like this restless energy. There's something maybe that you hear or you catch wind of or you see online or something like that. And it kind of makes you feel like you got to rush in and save the day. But it's like that restless energy. It's like that, you got to, be a hero. You're kind of afraid of maybe something that you've learned that makes you feel like you need to come to somebody's rescue or somebody's aid here. And that's making you a little fearful because maybe you're rushing in. You're afraid to rush in, basically, is what I'm getting. And what about what's in the environment? What are some of the environmental factors that are affecting you during this time frame, Virgo? Okay, we have the Four of Swords. So, this is people are seeing as like maybe you're just taking a break. Maybe you're just recovering. Maybe you're just resting, relaxing, taking it easy, this could be a vacation for some. Maybe some of you are taking some holidays or recovering from an illness potentially for some. But just now it's time for a break during this time frame. Just you need to take a little break maybe. Or others are seeing as maybe taking a break from some of this because you've been super busy working, kind of beating yourself up a little bit here too in your mind maybe. And you're hoping, let's see what you're hoping for. The Ace of Swords, truth and clarity, and to be able to speak with, to speak your truth. You want to be able to express yourself and to know what that truth is and to be able to express it here is what you're really hoping for. And of course you want a victory over a situation for sure is what your hopes are. And as an outcome, we have the Four of Wands. Look at that. Yes, in answer to your question. Beautiful card. Four of Wands, stability, community, building that stable foundation. There's more work to do, but you've got a very, very stable foundation here, Virgo, on what it is that you want to do. Very stable with the Four of Wands coming out. Again, could be dealing with a fire sign, Leo, Aries, or Sag. Okay, let's look at this Three of Swords. What's this all about? This separation, this heartbreak, this sadness, this grief during this time frame. Oh, with the Ten of Wands, it's work. It's like too much work. It's too busy. It's, too much maybe going on. You're feeling burdened here and you're not asking for help. I think this was your last reading too, that you're, tell others what you need. I think it was something like that. So you're feeling a bit burdened and overworked, and maybe this is keeping you away from loved ones, and that's, making you kind of sad actually. How about the Nine of Hazards? So this is your independence though. You're trying to look after everything on your own. So you feel like, well, I got to do this work, even though it's maybe not a good work-life balance, or it's keeping me away from someone that I love and want to spend time with here during this time frame, Virgo. How about this Nine of Hazards? This card of independence and looking after everything on your own, Virgo. Let's see. What about this Nine of Hazards? Okay, then. And we have the Eight of Wands coming out in reverse. So yeah, you just maybe want things to slow down. Like there's something that's maybe, travel delay, travel plans are delayed, or there's a communication that's delayed that you're waiting for potentially. Mercury is in retrograde for a bit yet, so that's not surprising that communication may be delayed. I think I'm not sure when the retrograde is over, but it's about mid-October somehow. And then with the Devil here, we have the Four of Pentacles. So this could be, some of your attachments towards money. You have maybe some attachment towards money, or your main focus is money. You're trying to budget here. You're trying to cut out things that don't serve you with the Devil card. So, and it's affecting your money. So whatever this is, not necessarily addictions, but maybe overspending, that kind of thing. So you're trying to be miserly and doing some budgeting and a little bit worried about money here in the base of the situation. And that's why you're putting in so much work and missing your loved ones, is because, you're trying to get your finances in order here, Virgo. How about this Knight of Hazards? This is like a lot of work. You're busy. You're just plodding away. Steady stays the course kind of thing here with this Knight of Hazards in the recent past. Doing a lot of work. What's coming out for you? We have the Queen of Wands. Wow, we have the Queen and the King of Wands, and they're looking at each other. Ooh, yeah, you do miss this person, whoever this person is for you. You're not having time maybe to invest in this person. But with the Queen of Wands, again, it's a fire sign, Leo, Aries, Sag. I'm getting she's very intuitive, very beautiful, very busy, gets a lot done, a lot of confidence, a lot of enthusiasm, a lot of energy from this person. Beautiful body, that kind of thing. And very, very stable emotions, but very passionate individual. So maybe you're steady moving towards this. You're just keeping busy, but the Queen of Wands is super busy. So I'm getting, super busy in the immediate past for you here, Virgo. Okay, the Six of Wands in reverse. We got Temperance. So you got to balance this out. You could be dealing with a Sag for some of you, but you have to balance this out. These negative self-defeating attitudes and this negative self-talk. You have to find balance and harmony in what you're saying to yourself. It's like you're not holding yourself in high enough regard and taking the time that you need, to rest here in your environment. But you're moving away from this with this Six of Swords, 2 sixes. Like I said, there's some justice. There's nurturing. You need to nurture yourself. And yes, you're moving on towards this. That's that self-love and self-appreciation is what I'm getting from this. And you're moving towards this. You're moving away from feeling bad about yourself, and you're having this positive, happy attitude with this Sun card here. Again, the fire sign Leo. So let's have a look at this Sun card. We'll get a clarifier on the Sun card for you, Virgo. Yeah, moving away from those. Oh my goodness, too many. Moving away from those negative self-talk, that kind of thing, and just feeling overly kind of maybe not great about yourself here. Yeah, you got the 5 of Cups. So yeah, you're moving away from that regret and that focused on, what you don't have. You're focusing on what you do have now. Like in the past, maybe you're focused on what you don't have, and now you're focused on what you do have, and it's making a difference in your attitude. Okay, so what about this King of Wands? What about this King of Wands? Why is this here coming up in the near future? Yeah, definitely heavy fire sign in your life here, Virgo. Who's this King of Wands? Why is this? Oh my goodness. Wow. Okay, the two of Cups did show themselves, so maybe it is a love interest, a fire sign love interest. Good grief. Okay, let's go with the King of Wands. We'll get a clarifier on the King of Wands for you, Virgo. We're gonna get one, hopefully. Here's what half the deck wants to come out here for you. Let's just get a clarifier on this King of Wands. Thank you. 8 of Pentacles. So yeah, this is maybe somebody that you want to put some work in with here with this King of Wands. Or this could be maybe somebody that you're meeting at work, but this is honing your craft and really diligently putting in like a lot of hard work in this maybe leadership position, or you're just putting in a lot of hard work here, Virgo. What about in your fierce position as a Page of Swords? Like you don't want to, there's something that maybe communication, you're afraid of maybe harsh communication or feeling like you need to rush into something. You're not wanting to rush into anything right now. King of Pentacles. Yeah, because you want to just have your own stuff together here with the King of Pentacles. You want things to be stable and grounded, and, you're really concerned about, your material things. You might have a fear that you can't manage on your own here, and it's making you restless. But you got the High Priestess coming out. Some of you could be dealing with the Pisces, but the High Priestess is saying that, you may be afraid to just follow your intuition and go with that blind faith towards your intuition in a situation here, Virgo. And the 4 of Swords in your environment. You need a rest here. And you have the Empress coming out. So to me, this is someone that is very nurturing in your environment, very loving, very caring, kind of has it all together. But this would also be a reminder that, you need to take time to nurture yourself and get some much needed rest from all this hard, busy work you've been doing here. In your hopes position, you want victory and be able to speak with truth and clarity around a situation. So yes, the Ace of Swords, you want to be diplomatic. You want to be able to speak your truth. Oh my goodness. We got the Page of Pentacles, 7 of Swords, and the Sun. Right. So yeah, so you want to be able to stand up for what you believe in a very positive way, right? and you want to be able to stand your ground and new ideas, especially when it comes to, how you earn money and what you're doing that way. But you want to do it, you want to stand up for your ideas in a very positive way. You don't want to be kind of cutting or derogatory to anyone. You want to be very diplomatic, but yet still stand your ground in what you think has potential. Interesting. All right, so we'll just get a clarifier on that. 4 of Wands, beautiful outcome. Yes, an answer to your question. 7 of Cups. So it's kind of like, I just want to say dreams come true. I don't usually say that with this card, but it feels like, your dreams are, were a reality, and they've become kind of made stable here. You could be thinking of a lot of options. You could be having dreams during this time frame. You could be fantasizing about what other things, but really you're in a very stable position. But I get more that, you dreamed about a situation and now you're kind of in it, Virgo. So dreams coming true for you is what I'm getting. So let's just get some clarifier cards for you, or not some clarifier cards. Sorry, we just did that. We'll get some cards of advice for you here, Virgo. We'll get some cards of advice. All right. Okay. We'll take these 3 that are coming up. So it says walk away. So leave the unhealthy situation and enjoy the new doors that open as a result. Very interesting. And that's very interesting with this card, because we have the Sun, and this is kind of like walking away from those, then I think it's like self-defeating attitude and like negative thinking maybe. And then we have flower power. So spend time with flowers and flower essences to increase your personal healing power. Very interesting. And so whom do you need to forgive? So as you release old anger or resentment, you'll find that your wishes will come true. So yeah, you might need to have some forgiveness for someone in this time frame, and to walk away from things that aren't really serving you very well either. We'll just get one more card of advice from the Moonology Oracle deck for you, Virgo, during this time frame, October 15th to 31st. And then I will close your reading. That one wants to show. So communication is key. The new moon in Gemini. So communication is key. I'm just going to read this. Another sign got this one too. I can't remember which one it is now though. Maybe you're dealing with each other here. So communication is key. So a successful relationship usually comes down to one thing, communication. And the new moon in Gemini card is all about start of new cycle for communicating with the person at the center of your question. Talking things through is the answer to whatever you're asking about. If you can't talk to that person, you can journal about it to yourself. Emails, text messages, and all other forms of communication will also help you now. If the issue you're asking about concerns sibling or a neighbor, there's a new start coming, a time to wipe the slate clean, to start over. This card could also suggest you've been too frivolous lately and you need to get grounded again. But most importantly, drawing this card emphasizes the need to communicate. So additional meanings for this card can be time to tell someone how you feel. Don't be all in your head and not in your heart. And someone is flirting with you and tells you to read more books as well. Well, that was a very interesting reading for you, Virgo. Again, I really want to thank you for joining me. If you do like these videos, please like, share, and subscribe. If you do want to enter for a free personal reading with me, see my email in the description box below. Shoot me an email with free reading in the subject line, and then I will enter you in for a free personal reading with me. That being said, I will see you in the beginning of November.